You're on the road with Noble Outfitters, and while we're touring this beautiful country and seeing Montana and Wyoming and the Wild West, we took a little time to drop by the Noble Outfitters Lodge, located on the Bighorn River on the Crow Reservation. It's in the southeast corner of Montana. It's absolutely beautiful and historic out here. Spend some time with us. We're going to show you some beautiful things about Montana, but first we're going to show you a little bit about what we've got here at the lodge. We've got a beautiful herd of buffalo here, and you know, interesting story about the buffalo. Buffalo were everywhere across the plains of the United States until about the late 1800s when the buffalo was just about extinct. Well, thankfully, the zoo in Chicago took a handful of buffalo in the early 1900s and brought them back, and now the buffalo are again flourishing. They were very, very near to extinction. We're also going to visit some areas of Cody, Wyoming. We're going to go to the Buffalo Bill Museum and the Buffalo Bill Hotel and sit down at the original Buffalo Bill Bar and have a little sarsaparilla. Stay tuned. We're going to have some fun out in the Wild West.
In the mid-1800s, America was pushing west and expanding at a rate unknown to any previous civilization. Americans pursued their dreams and unlimited opportunity. But they needed food, equipment, seeds, and tack to press on beyond the established cities and towns already settled. Out of this demand, a new retailer was born, the General Store, who handled everything a westward family would need to survive. Today, these retailers provide rural Americans the same materials, service, and expertise that made them invaluable over 150 years ago. Join Noble Outfitters as we rediscover the retailing backbone of America. Hear their story in their own words, how they've not only survived, but actually thrived in the modern world. Come along as we go on the road with Noble Outfitters.
You're on the road with Noble Outfitters, and just a hop, skip, and a jump from the Noble Outfitters Lodge on the Bighorn River on the Crow Reservation is Cody, Wyoming. We're going to visit the beautiful Buffalo Bill Museum and learn a little bit about the old Wild West. Come on inside, let's take a look. You're on the road with Noble Outfitters, and we're at the Buffalo Bill Cody Museum here in Cody, Wyoming. Amazing firearms museum and wild history museum, natural history museum, paintings. If you're ever near Cody, Wyoming, you've got to come and take a look at this museum. It's unbelievable. I have Mr. Mike Lodlow with me today.
Yes.
Mike,
yep.
Thank you for taking a minute with us.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And I understand you give talks a little bit about the guns that won the West.
I do.
And what do we have here?
That is an 1873 Winchester rifle.
1873, this gun was made, and this was called the gun that won the West.
The gun that won the West. That's the one. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about, this type of gun and who was using it and how were they using it?
This was a gun that came out in 1873. It's a modification of the Henry rifle. It was the first centerfire rifle that Winchester produced for commercial sale, and it was produced from 1873 till 1919. About over 700,000 of them were produced.
That's what I was going to ask. About how many of these do you think were made?
Yeah.
700,000 of these rifles.
Yes,
that's incredible. And of course, some of them went to the cavalry, right?
No.
Oh, those were just for consumption.
It was not a gun that was ever adopted by the United States military. However, there were scouts who were under contract with the military who very well did use the 73.
Okay, and what did the cavalry use? A similar gun to this?
The cavalry used the 1873 trapdoor Springfield rifle.
Okay.
And that was a single shot rifle that was adopted in 1873, and that's what would have been used clear up towards the turn of the century, and that's what was used in the Little Bighorn.
Okay, that's what these fellows were using.
This is actually a little bit before. That's Civil War era there. So.
Okay.
But the trapdoor Springfield was a rifle that was kind of a step backwards because they were using mainly Spencer repeating rifles before that time, and the government took a step backwards and went to a single shot.
Maybe they got a good buy on them.
They did. They got it. They were definitely cheaper, and they were easier to produce.
Right.
And they could be converted originally from all of the Springfield muskets that were in stock after the Civil War.
Interesting. This gun has some heft to it. I mean,
It does.
This was way like, I don't know, it's multiple pounds. I mean, this is like...
It's about 8.5 pounds, I believe.
I mean, if you carried this, like, I mean, you'd be, kind of like lugging this thing around. So folks that were coming on the wagon trains or moving out west, this was a perfect tool for them.
If you could afford that rifle at the time, you couldn't be armed with anything better in the day.
Okay.
That was the big difference between this and the Henry rifles and the 66 Winchester that came before it. This was center fire. So this fired the 44 Winchester center fire or 4440 cartridge. It has a lot of refinement to it that the 66 and the Henry did not have.
Okay.
But it's basically internally very, very similar to those two firearms.
Would Buffalo Bill have had a firearm like this?
Actually, Buffalo Bill did have a 73 Winchester, and one of his 73 Winchesters is in the Buffalo Bill Museum.
Okay. And interesting about Buffalo Bill, he started at 11 years old working on the wagon trains, and as a trailman, just working, helping the herd, helping out. But he became a great shot, so he was out there shooting stuff for them to eat, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
he became a great shot out there on the plains, and then became famous. He was almost like, the United States' first celebrity, right? And he had his own show, did a wonderful show, and it became famous, and named this beautiful city after him, and of course this beautiful museum.
Yes, he was an excellent shot. He had a lot of different roles that he played during his life. He would scout for the cavalry some years. Then in the off season, he would go back east and do his play, which eventually turned into the Wild West show.
That's amazing.
He was an amazing man, and then he really liked this Bighorn basin that we live in here, and his dream was to found the town of Cody, which he did. And thank goodness he did, because it's a nice place to live.
We can't wait to leave here and go get something cold to drink at the Buffalo Bill Bar. It was just still here, right? The hotel.
It's still here.
It's still here.
The original bar that Queen Victoria gave Buffalo Bill is still the centerpiece in the bar.
How cool. It's American history, right? When you think about it, what's crazy to think about, it actually wasn't that long ago.
No.
We were having dinner last night with a good friend of mine, Marty, he does it, who's a Crow Indian, and his great-great-grandparents were around during the Battle of the Little Bighorn. Mm-hmm. Custer's Last Stand, they were there, so crazy just seems so like it would have been like, thousands of years ago, but really it just wasn't that long ago.
Not that long ago. And we're really fortunate because we live right in the middle of all of that history here.
Amazing American history.
It truly is.
You're on the road with Noble Outfitters, and if you're ever around Cody, Wyoming, or Montana, any area in Montana, drop into Cody, take a look. Amazing American history. When we leave here, we're going to go right back to Montana, and we're going to visit actually the place that created history, the Battle of the Little Bighorn, Custer's Last Stand Monument and Museum as well. Stay tuned. We'll be right back, and we'll show you more of this great American history.
Noble Outfitters, all-around work boot for the country's best athletes.
You're on the road with Noble Outfitters, and we are in Cody, Wyoming at Buffalo Bill Cody's one and only famous Irma Hotel. We're here with bartender Tim Lamb. Tim, how are you today?
Doing all right. How are you?
Nice to see you, buddy. Could you tell me a little bit about the Irma? I mean, first of all, why Irma? Why is this the Irma for Buffalo Bill?
Buffalo Bill named it after what some of us call baby girl. It was his youngest daughter.
Okay.
They were very close. He wanted to make sure she had income for life. So he built this hotel to make sure she had something to run.
Fun.
The Cherrywood bar that's here in the hotel was a gift from Queen Victoria.
I heard. So Queen Victoria. So Buffalo Bill was in Europe doing his show.
Yeah, they tell me that he spent over 6 years there, and the entire time he knew exactly who he was playing to. Queen Victoria loved horses, so his entire show was about horses. At the end, she presents him with a bar that she spent $100,000 on, and that was in 1900, and then shipped it from London to New York by steamship, from New York to Red Lodge, Montana by rail, and the 75 miles down the mountains without roads by wagons.
Amazing.
And it still looks like this.
That's great. Well, I'll tell you what, I'd like a little cowboy sarsaparilla if you got any of that.
We can do that.
All right, I'll take a shot. I got a long road ahead of me. Me and my horse got to get all the way back to the Bighorn. Cheers, Tim.
Cheers.
I like to drink my sarsaparilla straight. I don't know if many cowboys can handle it that way, but it's... Ooh.
Hair on your knuckles.
Oh, it will. Oh, that's good. You're on the road with Noble Outfitters from Cody, Wyoming. If you are ever anywhere near Cody, Wyoming, stop in, see the Buffalo Bill Museum, come to the Irma, have lunch. You have a wonderful time. What a precious chunk of American history. You're on the road with Noble Outfitters touring the Wild West. We're here at the Battle of the Little Bighorn. In 1876, the battle took place between George Custer and the American Indian. Amazing, 1876. I opened my first restaurant in 1976. So if you think about it, only 100 years ago, the Battle of the Little Bighorn was going on out here in the plains. And I can tell you something, over 120 or so years ago, everything's pretty much the same as it was out here at that time. You're on the road with Noble Outfitters. I'm Dan Costa, and this is my good friend Joe Caton. Been fishing with Joe out here on the Bighorn River in Montana for over 30 years. We built a lodge here in the late 90s and have just enjoyed it tremendously. We're gonna have some friends out tonight for dinner. So Joe, we can't get skunked. We gotta catch some fish for these guys.
We don't get skunked.
We don't get skunked.
That's not an option.
You heard it from the professional guide. You're on the road with Noble Outfitters. We're gonna show you some fresh trout. Hang on. I'm here on the Bighorn River with my big buddy Joe Caton. After 30 years of fishing this river, we think we've got it down a little bit. Joe's maybe got it down a little better than me. He's probably fished this river about 15,000 times. But the river is amazing. This is an amazing, amazing fishery. It's one of the best trout rivers in the entire world, right here in Montana. All natural. There's no planted fish here. These fish all hatch themselves and create their own life cycle right here in the river. There's plenty of food in the river for the fish. There's plenty of protection for the fish. The water's very cold, comes out of the Bighorn Dam, so it's a beautiful fishery. And every area of the river, there's these little eddies or turns, and we like to find a little spot where there's a turn in the river where the fish can watch the food source go by and snatch it. So we're going to kind of be fishing on this turn here. And Joe, I think just off this ripple here, just over there in that greener water, I think we're going to find something.
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
You think we're going to get that?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's give it a try.
Great cast. Think you had a little hit there.
I think I did. They're quick today.
There he
All right.
is. Looks like a good one.
Wow, he's not quite ready. He's giving it a tug.
Rainbow.
Oh.
Well, he's a heavy 14-incher.
That's a beautiful fish. Now this is a very beautiful rainbow trout, but actually this trout, as you can see, the white tips of that fin, it's a little bit of a rare trout, and underneath his gills here, you're going to be able to see a little bit of orange in here. That's a cut bow. So it's a half.
Whoa!
Well,
He's free. He's
there
gone.
he goes. That's what you call catch and release.
He's out of here.
Tighten my drag up a little bit. He's taking out a little line. Wow, see his fin?
That's a good fish.
Is that a rainbow or a brown?
I haven't had a good look at him yet.
I think it looked like a brown out there.
I think you're right.
All right, I think he's ready to come in.
Oh,
All right.
it's a little better fish.
Oh yeah, that's a
Look at the
beauty.
red spots on this guy. A nice fish.
This is a brown trout. So your German brown trout is got these beautiful red spots, and
You're giving a little breather here.
oh, that's just a gorgeous trout. Probably about a pound and a half, 2 pound trout. Well, Joe, we did it again.
Yes, we
Not
did.
bad. As always, you're never going to get skunked on the Bighorn. You're on the road with Noble Outfitters, fishing on the Bighorn River with my good buddy Joe Caton. Bighorn Outfitters, check it out.
I wanna go fishing, 'cause it takes my stress away. I wanna go fishing, try and cast my blues away. I wanna go fishing, I don't want to watch the clock. I wanna go fishing, I don't ever wanna stop.
Noble Outfitters, all-around work boot for the country's best athletes.
Slit, but not open. Oh, well, just kind of cut. Actually, could you take them out, open them up. Hot potatoes. Hot potatoes.
On here, you just want the white one.
Yes, just the white. Let's make these look nice.
Baker ready for that?
Baker's right there. You're on the road with Noble Outfitters, and we're here at the Noble Outfitters Lodge on the Bighorn River. Our great guide, Joe Caton, helped us out in order to get us some part of the surf and turf. You also saw some buffalo out there on the land. So surf and turf here in Montana is buffalo steak and trout. That's what it is. Rob, our good friends here, meeting us from Western Ranch Supply in Billings as well. We're having a great time, and we would like our good friend and our neighbor here, Marty, he does it, to say grace for us in the traditional Crow language. We are on the Crow Reservation. So just so you know, Marty is a Crow Indian, and he is going to say grace for us tonight.
Well, thank you for the honor. Dan.
Absolutely.
Well, I prefer to pray in my own language, so okay. No, happy vijuki kau. No, mirage. Is pachecha. Ook nasala gudache jutek ma heen gogo. Ma eu ma u spise jo. No, nasala gudatu godek. March the nail it go ma charge you go agali. Oh. There.
God bless. Thank you, Marty.
Yep.
You're on the road with Noble Outfitters. You never know where we'll be next. Stay tuned and watch us next week. Take care. We're going to show you all about it. Come on inside.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my
Got a lot of work to do at Millbrook Tack. We got 2 weeks to get this store open, so they put me to work. If any of you have any time, come on out and give us a hand. I don't know where we're gonna end up next week, but we may be late because we got a lot of work to do here. Okay, we're going up topside. Let's see what we got going on the roof. You know, Laura at Noble Outfitters, we'll do anything for our customers. If I have to stay here for 2 weeks and help you get this store ready, that's what we're gonna do. Thank you for your business. This isn't as easy as it looks, boss. How do we look?
Not too good.
Not too good. Okay. We'll never get open. Boiled peanuts? He said, what the heck is boiled peanuts? I said, you ever had boiled peanuts? He said, I've never heard of boiled peanuts. So what is the deal with boiled peanuts? They're only here. They're not all across the country.
No, it's just a southern thing, like grits is southern.
Yeah,
Oatmeal is northern.
Yeah,
You know,
very,
it's just-
very much so.
Yeah.
But I wonder how the boiled peanut got started.
I don't have the slightest idea.
That's crazy, isn't it? Well, we're gonna try some. And are they pretty good sellers?
Yeah, real good.
Yeah. So show me how it works.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
basically, we got,
You have to boil them in a stainless steel or aluminum pot.
Okay.
You can't boil them in any other kind of pot.
Okay. Stainless steel. Okay.
Stainless steel. Okay. First of all, you have to wash your peanuts because, of course, they're nasty.
Okay.
So you have to rinse them off real good. Just regular boiled peanuts. You soak them in water, then you fill them up, cover them up with water. All you put in regular boiled peanuts is salt.
So all that's in here is the peanuts and salt.
Peanuts and salt.
Okay.
Peanut oil cooks out of it.
Okay.
That's what gives them the flavor.
Oh, the oil comes out.
oil comes out of the peanut.
Okay. So let's see what we got here. Wow, they turn kind of dark, huh? And you just pop them open
Pop it open, eat the peanut.
and eat the peanut just like it was a raw peanut, only it's boiled.
Yes, sir.
They're soft. It tastes like a mashed potato or something, you know, like a baked potato. But it's got a peanut flavor. Wow, that's delicious. Here we are at Paw Paws Hot Boiled Peanuts in Hampton, Georgia. Some of the guys on the cruise, I've never ever seen a boiled peanut. I'm like, okay, well, let's take a look. Here's a big pot of boiled peanuts. That's great. Looks like you got some fresh tomatoes. You're gonna need to buy this hat right now. It's a professional auctioneer, all right? We're gonna start out at 10 bucks, all right? Who wants 10 bucks? 10 bucks, 10 bucks.
10, 20, I got $10 on him, not 20, no $30 on him, not 25. Got him, not 30, no fine, 30 bid fine, 40. 175, about the bone 75. Sold it for $150. Thank you.
I love it. Come on, Bessie. Here we go. Okay, baby, here we go. Where are we going next? Nobody knows. Holy mackerel. Whoa, Bessie, whoa. Oh, I better down a low gear a little bit here. There we go. All righty. Oh, I missed the boots. All right. Huh? Is this a beautiful specimen of a body? Okay, I'm gonna leave here with a beautiful tuxedo. So next week, on the road with Noble Outfitters, I could even ride this horse. I might have to buy one of these and take it home for my granddaughter. This is great. First toss. I'm in. Whoa, baby. Whoa, Nelly. Whoa. Whoa. So straight out.
Yep, there goes the ear.
Hey, wait, what? Now, Ray.
Oh, by the way, Dan, we don't exactly let people sit in these saddles.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. It just felt like the Duke.
It's okay this one time.
The next time I'm in the doghouse, I know exactly where to come to keep myself warm overnight instead of having to stay outside with the dogs. Sheila, hey.
Oh, you made a belt.
I made myself a belt. I love it.
Let's see how it fits.
Okay, it's a little Uh-oh.
I think you gained a little weight while you were here.
Oh, well, this is not as easy as it looks, let me tell you. All right, here we go. All right, let's see.
Oh, just in the nick of time, Dan.
Holy mackerel.
How did it go?
I think I did good.
Did you?
That
Let's
is,
check. Let's see what you got here.
that's a good-sized
That
warehouse.
looks right, and that looks right. That looks good. Everything looks good, but I don't see these Noble Outfitters Muds boots on your order.
But I think every order going out of here should have a pair of Noble boots in it, or Noble something. Don't you agree?
I agree, Dan. Everybody needs to give them a try.
If I keep eating like I've been eating, Jim, I'll be coming back for a pair of these. Speaking of mutton busting, we are gonna, is it bustin' or busting?
Bustin'. No
Bustin',
G.
no G, okay?
I-N.
All right, so speaking of muffin, muffin, not muffin, mutton busting.
He wants a muffin.
So speaking of muffin busting, we are give me a muffin, will you? It better be cool where they're wearing this.
Yeah.
They wouldn't last long outside.
Go ahead.
How old are you, Lauren?
30.
Okay, are the questions coming a little too quick for you? Okay.
You see what?
She doesn't like that age.
I just turned 30.
You're on the road with Noble Outfitters. Have I got?
I think you need to redo that. There's something in your teeth.
So we appreciate you watching the show, and we'll see you next week on Around the Country with Noble Outfitters. Okay, that's good. Back up. Beep, 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 beep.
Because you can have healthier bones, and you can also be good, and you can actually build up your muscles.
I like
that. I do.
Okay. Okay, let's start. You're cracking me up. Okay. Okay. Easy, baby. You whoa, easy. Easy now. Whoa, girl. Whoa. Okay. Okay, Rusty.
There you go. All right. And swing over. Perfect.
Oh, Rusty. Easy, baby. Easy, baby. Whoa, baby. Easy, Rusty. Easy, baby. Easy, baby. You got to be getting this.
One question.
Yeah.
Did I seriously just get $100?
You absolutely did. Wait, that's not... One question. So cute. Our wave fork is good for anything. You can muck stalls and pick boogers. You're on the road with Noble Outfitters. We're at
Schneider's.
Yeah.
It's official.
And I have with me the owner of Schneider's, Stan. Yeah, what's your last name? I guess it would be Schneider. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, doggy. Whoa, baby, whoa. Okay, I'm coming after you. I'm gonna get you. Whoa. Go on. Inside that island, we're still pretty deep here. We're definitely deep. So if we can get just in that little cove, then they can kind of be in front of us, shooting up and seeing the river move, okay?
Jumbo, get out of the shot. He keeps sticking his head in between you guys.
okay?